local all morning. You're watching Fox 61 Morning News.
Now at 6, a man is in critical condition after being shot in Hartford. The shooting happened yesterday. Fox 61's Glenn Kittle will have more coming up in just a few minutes from where that shooting happened. But first, we want to say good Wednesday morning, halfway through the work week. We are cruising through it. Thanks for joining us on Fox 61 and Fox 61 Plus. I'm Bridget Bjorlo.
And I'm Erica Arias. We're having a good morning. We hope you are as well. We're checking in with Rachel Piscatelli. I want to bring the rain gear. Nothing major, though.
Nothing
Just
major.
Have the umbrella with you in case you need it.
Absolutely. Good advice there, because we're not expecting a super soaker of a day, but you certainly will need it maybe from time to time for some of us. So a few showers around. Otherwise, it's going to be mostly cloudy and mild throughout the day. So if you're maybe planning on going for a walk or enjoying the mild temperatures, I think a lot of us will be able to do so. It just might be dodging some light nuisance rain showers throughout the day, too. On our satellite and radar picture now, we did have a few showers move through overnight, mainly in southeastern Connecticut. A lot of us are drying up this morning under mostly cloudy skies, and we are warmer than this time yesterday, anywhere from 1 to about 19 degrees warmer. So 41 right now in Willimantic, holding on to around 40 degrees in Windsor Locks, 35 in Meriden, 41 in Chester. Not a bad start to our morning. Moving forward, mostly cloudy skies are expected. Temperatures will move into the upper 40s to near 50 this afternoon. And again, there could be a few showers around throughout the day. Not a super soaker of a day, and certainly not a washout. I'm not overly impressed with the rain chance for today. 49 in Wallingford, 49 in Hartford today, 47 in Branford, southeastern Connecticut in the upper 40s to near 50 degrees like in Griswold, and 49 in Killingly. Next few days, some morning showers likely on Thursday. Temperatures move into the upper 30s, or at least get down to the upper 30s overnight, holding on to the 40s throughout the day. And there will be plenty of dry hours for our Thursday as well. Take a look at Friday. Temperatures start to slide. We're going to start off our morning in the teens. Feel like temperatures back to reality, feeling like the single digits to sub-zero in some spots as the wind picks up too. We'll have more details on that and talk about any other rain chances on the way coming up in just around 15 minutes. Here at 6:02 this morning, we are largely clear of road work, but we do have an incident to alert folks to over in the Westport area. So just heads up for folks there. 95 south near exit 19 and 18. There is a bit of a delay this morning because of that tractor trailer crash. You can see from Fairfield down into Westport this morning, certainly slow. Also seeing some delays through Bridgeport. So Bridgeport into Fairfield heavy now at 13 minutes. Trumbull into Westport is around 14. Erica.
Rachel, thanks. Well, a man accused in a deadly domestic violence stabbing is set to be arraigned today in New Haven. Fox 61's Priscilla Meza is joining us now live with more. And also, Priscilla, hopefully today's proceedings go much calmer than the last ones.
Good morning. That's right. Today's arraignment comes just weeks after a tense and emotional court appearance here in New Haven that erupted into chaos after the victim's family tried to confront the man accused of killing a young mother. Now, court records show 21-year-old Tyrese Black is facing murder and multiple other charges in the stabbing death of 21-year-old Destiny Rumley. Prosecutors say Black stabbed Rumley 9 times during what they're calling a domestic violence incident inside an apartment on Old Faxon Road. Now, when officers arrived, they say Black was locked inside the apartment with the victim's 3-year-old child. Police broke a window and were able to get the child out safely, but they say they found Rumley unresponsive on the floor. And during Black's last court appearance on December 31st, the victim's family rushed toward him, forcing court officers to step in and quickly clear the courtroom. One of Rumley's family members had this to say.
Our loved one not to be taken away in such a demeanor through domestic violence. She screamed for help. Her child was there. Now we have to end 2025 and mourning and grieving instead of celebrating 2026.
Now we'll be inside the courtroom this morning and bring you the latest developments as they happen. For now, live in New Haven, Priscilla Meza, Fox 61.
Priscilla, thank you for that update there. A man is in the hospital this morning after police say he was shot in Albany Avenue. This happened yesterday afternoon. Fox 61's Glenn Kittle is joining us live in Hartford with what we know so far about the shooting. Glenn, what are you learning?
Yeah, good morning. So far, we know that the man is in the hospital in critical condition. We also know that the victim is a man in his 40s. Now, police say this all happened on Albany Avenue yesterday at around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That's when police got a shot spotter activation and were dispatched to the scene. Now, this is a video of the shooting investigation from our Fox 61 crew that was there last night. We're told by neighbors off camera that police were going door to door asking people what had happened and collecting evidence. Now, this is Hartford's second shooting of the new year. You may recall back on New Year's Day, Hartford, just minutes after Hartford's first night celebrations wrapped up, police were called to Bushnell Park, where a woman in her 50s was shot in her left shin area. She was brought to the hospital and is expected to be okay. Now, Hartford Police Major Crimes is on the case investigating what happened on Albany Avenue yesterday afternoon. They're asking anybody with any information to reach out to their tip line. We'll try and get you more information as the morning goes on. But for right now, live in Hartford, Glenn Kittle, Fox 61.
Glenn, thank you for the update there. 6:05 now, and 3 people in West Haven have been displaced after a large fire broke out in a garage attached to a home. Several fire crews responded to the fire just after 7 o'clock last night. The fire chief told Fox 61 that they saw smoke coming out of the garage, and members of the family, 1 adult and 2 children, made it out safely. They went to a neighbor's home. Officials tell us 2 pets were also able to escape. The Red Cross is now assisting the family, and the cause of the fire is under investigation. Newington police say they arrested a man and a woman yesterday in connection to multiple burglaries from late October. Mickey Quinones of Hartford appeared in court yesterday on a slew of charges. Investigators say the woman that he worked with, Jaceline Rivera of Hartford, will be arraigned early next month. Officers say back in October, the suspects tried to break into a home in the north end of town. We're told the homeowner was home at the time. Later that day, officials say they burglarized a business and then stole a car from the property. Police say the car was involved in a shooting in Hartford afterwards.
6:06 now. And developing this morning, the Justice Department says it will not open a criminal civil rights investigation into the deadly shooting of Renee Good by an ICE officer in Minneapolis, even as an FBI probe continues. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche made the announcement, marking a sharp break from past practice. And that's where shootings by law enforcement were quickly reviewed by civil rights violations. Minnesota officials have raised alarms after being blocked from accessing evidence and told us they have no jurisdiction in the case. Several federal prosecutors in Minnesota and senior civil rights attorneys in Washington have resigned amid turmoil over the department's handling of this investigation. Another protest took place yesterday in Hartford as around 100 people gathered in front of the state capitol in response to the deadly shooting last week involving that ICE officer. Fox 61's Kate Pattyfoot spoke with people gathered there and shares their message this morning.
People at Tuesday's protest tell me they want to make it very clear that they are not in support of Trump's administration when it comes to ICE.
The message of either you obey or you die is the wrong message in America.
People from across our state joined together in Hartford after the deadly shooting involving an ICE agent in Minneapolis.
I've been out here since January when Trump got elected a year ago, and it's only gotten worse. And people need to come out, and we need to stop him, and we need Congress to do something.
Tracy Gale and many others lined the sidewalk in front of the state capitol. Gale says what's going on is familiar from things in the past.
We've seen it before. We saw young people get shot at Kent State, and here we are again, young people getting shot by our government. It's not right. We need to stop it.
The Trump administration says the shooting last Tuesday was out of self-defense.
You have a woman who was trying to obstruct a legitimate law enforcement operation. Nobody debates that. You have a woman who aimed her car at a law enforcement officer and pressed on the accelerator. Nobody debates that.
There are about 100 people outside of the Capitol Tuesday afternoon, and the message is very clear. They don't agree with what ICE is doing in communities, and they say ICE should really be out of the communities as a whole. This is the second protest in Hartford since the deadly shooting, but a handful of protests have been happening across the state.
I've been at other rallies. I think, it's just the whole picture of the cruelty and the lawlessness of this administration. I think people need to speak up about it, and that's why I'm here.
Everything about this is wrong. I mean, we all know there's an immigration problem. It has been for a long time. but the way that this is going about it is wrong.
Some say they are speaking up because they don't like the direction the country is heading in.
I think that democracy is the most important thing to fight for and stand up for, and unfortunately, we're headed towards authoritarianism and a destruction of democracy.
I remember a time where my mother couldn't have a bank account. I remember Vietnam in the neighborhood as a little kid. I remember quite a bit. Never mind, 9/11 changed the world. But we're looking for leadership, not a dictator.
Some Republican leaders have criticized the protest. They say it's only worsening tensions. In Hartford, King Pattyfoot, Fox 61.
And we have continuing coverage on the deadly ICE shooting in Minneapolis and reaction here at home. It's all on our free streaming app, Fox 61 Plus. You can stream it now or anytime. The results are in from the special election for the 139th House seat. According to the Secretary of the State's office, the unofficial results show that Democrat Larry Pemberton Jr. won with nearly 62% of the vote. Pemberton Jr. defeated Republican Brandon Sabag and write-in candidate Mark Adams. Pemberton Jr. will finish the term of the late long-term Democrat Representative Kevin Ryan.
6:11 now. We have an update for you. A boil water advisory is still in effect in Thomaston this morning. A water main break has been repaired, but the advisory will stay in place until water samples are collected and tested. Results are expected within about 48 hours. The break was reported Monday morning, so hopefully those results should come in soon and everything should be cleared.
And Bristol experiencing its second water main break in the last week. The city's water and sewer department says customers on Oakwood Drive and Fern Hill Road don't have service right now. Repair crews were out there yesterday trying to fix the problem. Officials didn't say what caused the main to break. If you need water, you can bring your containers to the water filtration plant. That's on Terryville Avenue, but still very frustrating for a lot of folks, I'm sure.